Live from the surface of the sun. Oh no, wait, he's just bald. It's the 4 o'clock news. Very funny. I'll have you know that baldness is a serious medical condition and not at all just my hair trying to run away from my face. Here's what we have for you today. The kittens from last week's show now have their own channel that is much more popular than ours. Studies have shown that old people are indeed flammable. And you'll never guess what's inside this box. Spoiler, it's a privacy policy update because of the GDPR. But first, gaming and technology news. The latest Battlefield game has been revealed with its inaugural trailer, a nonsensical cacophony of noise and color that seemed to be made by someone that never actually played a Battlefield game before. The announcement of Battlefield V has been polarizing, with some people saying that it has gone too far, that it is hashtag not my battlefield. And what exactly is the reason for this reaction? According to the gaming journalists that have already written about 5,000 articles from when this show started and now about how all gamers are horrible people, it is because the game features a woman. And while some may indeed be wondering why literally Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road is in a Battlefield game, the true reason is much more frightening than that. Battlefield V, and I kid you not only will it not feature loot boxes which were so beloved in Battlefront 2, but, and this is quite a shock, 5 marketing executives have already been sent to the hospital because of it. Electronic Arts itself has announced that the game will not feature a premium map pack, that all the game's maps forever will be free. What? And while it is true that some crybabies that haven't even watched the reveal of the game, let alone figured out that this isn't actually World War II but a fantasy version of it, making their complaint totally stupid, some do have the legitimate disappointment that Battlefield V has basically become Fortnite. What do you mean it's gonna be free? How am I going to buy a brand new gold-plated jet? Before I get the spoon. I'll see you later. Scandal hit the gaming industry yet again this week as dozens of game developers woke up to the realization that Valve has banned their titles from sale on Steam. Panic, despair, outrage, and a sense of foreboding dread has gripped the developers. All of them had one thing in common though: their games featured in some way or another boobies, and insufficient amount of gore to make those boobies less tantalizing. What's more surprising is that this wasn't a crackdown on butt cracks, but a mistake. Valve quickly issued an update to all the developers saying to disregard the previous announcement. So what exactly is going on? I would ask if it's a conspiracy, but he's not around here, so I'm not gonna ask it. Instead, according to our team of special investigators that have spent several months locked away individually in their rooms playing these games to investigate them, the situation goes much deeper. Current theories indicate that Valve has been infiltrated by the Combine, yes, the alien menace from the Half-Life games, in an attempt to dissuade humans from procreating by banning these kinds of video games, but their plans have been discovered, and the alien menace was buried under a mountain of hats. What's worse is that during the battle against the Combine, Gabe Newell had to use his ultimate weapon, the source code to Half-Life 3. It was the only way to defeat the final boss. And in the process, he exiled all the progress made on the development of Half-Life 3. Was this sacrifice worth it? Some people say no, while others are locked in their rooms and won't come out of there for some reason. Commercial break. Hi, Mark Edding, inventor of marketing. I'm here on behalf of YouTube to tell you about the platform's newest feature. We've listened to you and your constant, constructive complaints that the subscription function was broken. And sure, we've denied it until someone that I'm gonna fire soon, probably into the sun, let it slip that we're messing with it on purpose, but now that's all behind us and we can look to the future. I'm proud to announce that YouTube will now use an AI-driven algorithmical solar roadway-powered double plus good system to make sure that you never miss a video of a guy tasing a dead rat that we really want you to see ever again. Now, if you actually want to see the channels you subscribe to, well, that's probably gonna cost you extra. I mean, we're experimenting with the subscription system now. Yes, just experimenting. No need to panic and think that we're trying to dump content creators in favor of endless shallow cat videos in an attempt to become like Netflix. I mean, have you seen Netflix recently? It's worth more than Disney. Why would we want a cut of that when we can have an hour-long video of some loser playing Heroes of Might and Magic 2 once a year? YouTube, we care, just not about you. You can cut that, right? Okay, good. I'm out. What is the first word that comes to mind when you think about Call of Duty? I'm willing to bet it's a word that I cannot repeat on television, usually screamed by a screeching 12-year-old over voice chat, making you rethink this whole humanity thing having a chance of working out in the end. But I guarantee you that the second word would not be Candy Crush, mostly because Candy Crush is 2 words, and repeating it again will cause us to be sued by King and Activision Blizzard. But it should be that game because King is making a Call of Duty game. Yes, King, the studio responsible for all those match 3 games that prey on your brain just as well, if not better, than chocolate cover met cigarettes. And if you're expecting it to be a sort of match 3 game with Captain Price's various mustaches, well then, you would be wrong. No, King is actually making a Call of Duty game for mobile platforms that will be social, highly accessible, and authentic, with actual levels and seemingly first-person shooter component mechanic to it. But it will be a King game, so we don't know exactly what will transpire. We initially wondered what the spawn of Satan could this king be, but we got a reply back from Satan saying that it wasn't him. An announcement of the game will likely follow at this year's E3 alongside mobile versions of Destiny 2 and Overwatch, which will be basically just loot box simulators without any actual game in them. And I'm being told that the current forecast is that these games will make around $1 billion in the first year alone. Well, that's all the news we have for you right now, but there's something missing. There's someone missing. And we'll never get him back.